Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Very excited for today's beer. It's courtesy of Sean and Mike at Nerdsense. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you check out Nerdsense for sure. I'll put a link in the description box below. This is Death Mettle. It's a triple IPA, 9.7% ABV. They don't put what hops or anything that they use, and it is approaching 2 months old. Of all the beer styles, even including sours, I think triple IPAs are the most hit or miss style for me. I don't want the booze in an IPA like that sometimes triple IPAs have. I like what can happen with a bigger juicy quality for sure, thicker mouthfeel, that stuff, great. But when you add that, like in a stout or something, it doesn't bother me, but I'm not a big fan of that big alcohol taste in my IPAs. If someone's going to make me like one, Trillium's a good bet. So let's get into it. Really sick can itself. It's all black. I was talking to Mike, actually, this is appropriate, from Nerdsense today about Spinal Tap and how I love that movie. It's probably my favorite movie. He also loves that movie. And there's a great quote from that movie. How much more black could this be? None more black. And that can is black. Death Mettle, if you can even make it out. I don't know how the camera's doing with that. Is again the name from Trillium. Yeah, not too bad. Actually, looks beautiful. What I meant by not too bad was dirty glass. That's actually not bad. Finger and a half of just a little off-white head. I mean, that looks like that might be a textbook picture of a New England style IPA. Thick. It's that butternut squash soup. As some people say, definitely a burnt orange, yellow on the outside color. But yeah, that looks beautiful. Jeez. Yeah, barely off-white. Let's get into the aroma. I'm getting a really nice mix of citrus and tropical fruits. So far, it's generic tropical fruits. The citrus is more specific, like oranges and mandarins, not like grapefruit or something. I also haven't had a beer like this in a while that I'm thinking about. I've been doing a lot of dark beers lately. I'm going to say it skews a little bit more citrus for me right now. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. Alright, so that sip was just to see about the alcohol. And I took this out of my regular refrigerator at least half an hour ago to let it kind of come up in temperature. So it's not super cold, but it's certainly not room temperature. And the reason I bring that up is because the temperature can mask the alcohol. I don't get too much of a bigger triple IPA, bad, in my opinion, alcohol note. So that's good. Great mouthfeel, also, I'll say. But now I'm going to take a sip to actually talk about flavors. That, again, was just to kind of see what the alcohol was going to be like. Man, I like this. I like this. Like the aroma, it's citrusy, orange juicy. A little bit of zest, but mostly juice. But it's not 100% citrus, but for me it's definitely leaning that way. And it does have a little bit of a generic tropical fruit thing. It's hard to pull out. Like if there's Galaxy in this, I'm not immediately pulling out pineapple that I could get from the Galaxy, for example. Let me do one more so I can get something more specific. Two things. Doesn't say it has lactose or anything, but I get a nice creaminess, which is tricking my mind into thinking creamsicle with that orange. Peach. I do get peach. Ripe peach. There's a good... I shouldn't say good. There's a decent level of bitterness. So as I've said many times in reviews like this, you can tell you're drinking a beer for sure. But it does have those juicy qualities that a lot of people want in a beer like this. So I think this would hit that sweet spot for people like me who like bitterness in their IPAs, but also like juice. And the people who just want the juicy IPAs, I think they would also really appreciate this. Yeah, I like this a lot. as I've had few sips at this point, the alcohol, although compounding, is still not too much. So again, that's the first thing I talked about. I don't want that. I didn't get that, so that's good. The drying quality I do get from the alcohol. So in that way, maybe some juice head people might be like, oh man, like it's juicy, but then that alcohol kind of pulls away some of that sweetness and dries it out. Maybe that's a negative for some people. I actually quite like it. Don't think I've heard any reviews or read anything about this beer, so super curious. If you've had it, put in the comment section below what you thought about it. When I get off of this, I'll have to check to see. Actually, did Nerdsense do one? Maybe I did watch theirs. I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to... Wow. Gassy, sorry. Knock at the beer. Very gassy-inducing beer. I'll have to see if the Nerdsense guys had reviewed this. And again, check them out, check them out, check them out, check them out. Check them out. Check me out on Instagram on Tapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. Please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.